Well, Sean, the very definition of a hard-earned point, I think that.
Yeah, absolutely. Frustrated in a way, in a good way, that is, because there was a lot of good stuff today, but we were so not completely in control. It's hard to completely control Premier League games, but I thought first half we were really good. I thought we were good value. We could work in different ways with the ball, countered well, created loads of chances, certainly some very good moments and chances. Scored a very good goal, fantastic Morgan today in every way that he went about his business, in possession, out of possession. And then a defining moment, it's Murillo tries to be clever with the ball instead of just towing it out, and that changes things. They break, it can happen. It's a corner. And then lo and behold, they get a clear header, and Nico throws his hand at it. So, he's a great fella, he is, and he's been terrific for us. I wish he wouldn't have handballed it. And the reason I say that is I'm not blaming him, by the way, but, 11v11, I thought we were good value, and I just fancied us to get more goals today and open them up more. So that's why I was frustrated. Then it changes, and then we lose Mats as well at half time. Then Gunny goes in and did really well, by the way, very calm, and the organisation had to change. And I thought they delivered a very, very good performance second half tactically, and also towards the end looking like we could break and do something. So fans were brilliant as well, by the way. Fans were brilliant for them, because that's important here. So I was pleased with that as well.
It must have been quite a busy half time for you. First of all, to get them reorganised. Then, as you say, you've got two injuries to contend with. Well, I assume Callum Hudson-Odoi as well, but two substitutions to contend with. The goalkeeper going off. There's a lot there in 15 minutes to sort.
Yeah, and I mean, we changed the shape, the 4-3-2, trying to keep him outside of us. It worked pretty well. Worked very diligently, sliding across. Eber did a massive shift. Yates on the other side. We wanted to keep the two up front to give us a chance to go and counter, and I thought they did well shuffling and sliding. And Dan come on just for his pace. We thought, that stage of the game, can we go and get him running behind? Can we get his legs on there? And it so nearly paid off, obviously. But overall, I think on a day like today, when you've got a whole half with 10 men, I think you take that, and I think you take the point, and you remember all the good stuff, because there was a lot of good stuff today. But the mentality is growing, I think, and that's a really, really key thing. We know we've got good players. What about doing the hard yards? So, what about doing the graft? What about the shape, the tactical understanding defensively? I think was all on show today, so I'm very pleased.
You mentioned that Angus Gunn came in as his experienced goalkeeper, calm on his debut in those circumstances. But he didn't have a great deal to do, which tells you a lot about how well you've defended.
Yeah, very pleased. I mean, the defensive unit, but I must say, the two up front, though, from Morgan, Igor, working tremendously hard. The three in midfield shuffling slide. Ibra was getting out there, trying to stop crosses. Excuse me. Yates on the other side, working very hard, and then the back four staying in situ, demanding out of each other. And, that's a really, really good thing for me as a manager to see, because that's how you wanted it. And when it pays you back with that kind of performance, it's pleasing.
How is Nico?
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, look, he's fed up with himself, I think, so he throws his hand at it. And I prefer to keep 11 on the pitch, quite obviously. But also, if it goes in, I really fancied us the way we were playing. I mean, I thought we were opening them up, we were playing well, we were effective. So sometimes, you take that rather than the 10. But we all know what a tremendous pro he is and a great servant since he's been here before my time and my time here.
Were you a bit frustrated? I think it was about half an hour when it looked like you were going to go clean through and the referee stopped it and booked one of their players. That might have made it 2-0. Then it's different, isn't it?
I know. And, didn't book him when he trips him. Then he goes off. And, we had the win against Man City, don't forget. Same thing. So you go, well, that's the way it goes. But I thought there was a few soft ones today that went against us, but I'm not going to go on about that because I want to talk about my players, and I thought they were terrific.
Yeah, especially given that half of them played, for a long time on Thursday night as well. Yeah. So this comes in a European week when Crystal Palace haven't had a game midweek. So that is a lot of hard work to get through.
Yeah, and Ibra's work was terrific, as I said. Morgan, terrific, outstanding, I thought, today in and out of possession. Loads of good things, loads of good qualities, different kind of qualities. But, I've mentioned it recently. Brentford was a similar example. We played very well with the ball first half. Second half, we had to contain, press, recover, keep our shape, be disciplined, and then get a break, which we did. These are different ways of operating. I'm trying to work with the players on these different ways of operating because you need it all in the Premier League season. So, but mainly that though. Sometimes it's for the team feel and the grit and the determination. And I thought that was on show.
I know you've got a Friday night game, which is kind of midweek, but at least you get almost a full week, and they'll need it, won't they?
Yeah, we'll get the lads a few recovery, a bit of a light such as a day off, and then we go again. That's something they're getting used to it. The relentless manner that it is all these games. But no, they've done a proper shift today without a doubt.
Thanks for your time, Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you.